Let me show you on this video how you're going to connect Jotform AI Agent to Google Calendar. So follow me to my desktop right now. Hey, what's up everyone? This is Jotform, and on this video, I'm going to show you how to integrate Jotform AI Agent to your Google Calendar. That way you can book your meetings straight from the AI agent and have that sent over to your Google Calendar so you can keep track on Google Calendar, and that way you'll have easy access on your phone and on your desktop. So let's get started with this integration. This is my Jotform dashboard, and we need to select first the AI agent that we want to connect to Google Calendar. So in this case, I'm going to use this travel planning AI chatbot for testing purposes. I'm going to edit the agent, and what I'm going to do now is head on over to the training tab. In the train tab, there's an option on the left that says tools. Go ahead and select this, and we are going to search for Google Calendar. We should see it right now, and here it is. Set appointments with Google Calendar. So let's go ahead and select this right here, and we are going to kick off the integration. So what we need to do next is hit the connect option, and we're going to connect to the account that we want to send over the appointments to. So in this case, I'm already integrated right here, but what you have to do first is connect to your Google Calendar. So if I use another account, I'm going to select my Google account that I want to connect to. In this case, it's going to be this one. I'm going to continue. I'm going to allow. Here we go, and we are now integrated. So now we are able to send those meetings over to our Google Calendar. So now we need to set up the appointment option. So what we need to do next is hit the edit option. Now this is the appointment settings. So there's several available options here that are crucial to have the appointment settings the way you want it. So let's get started. We are in the availability tab, and we need to set the appointment slot duration. That means that when someone books right now, it's a 60-minute duration. That is going to add a 60-minute time slot into your Google Calendar. So if that's too much, you can set a 15-minute, 30, 45, or custom minute to set the amount of minutes that you want to set here. So maybe 120 minutes, maybe 36 minutes, and you can really pinpoint the amount of minutes right here. In this case, I'm going to set it to 60 minutes, and then the intervals. So in this case, I'm going to use 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. on weekdays, and I have the weekdays selected right here. I can also add another interval right here in case I want to set this to, for example, to 1 p.m. Here we go. And I'm going to jump this to 3 p.m. and all the way up to 5 p.m. That makes me have a lunchtime break right here. Now I can set it this way, or I can set it lunchtime here on the bottom. So I have two available options. So in this case, I'm going to leave it with one interval, but I can add more, and I can add more intervals to set a different interval for the weekend. For example, I can set the weekend to 1 p.m. and I'm just going to turn these off right here. And I'm going to set it only to Saturday. Okay. So that helps me have my intervals set to go, right? Then I have the option to turn on lunchtime. So right now, lunchtime by default, it's set to 12 to 2 p.m. right here. I can turn this off to turn off lunchtime, or turn it on and set my own lunchtime right here. So it's going to remove those blocks from not being available. So someone cannot book an appointment during the lunchtime. Then I have the appointment location if I want to set that up right here. So we're good to go with the availability settings. Then we need to set the limits settings right here. The start and end date. So we can set to start today, and we can set this to be over at end of year. So for example, the last date that I want to set this up for is the 28th of December of 2026. Now, why am I doing this? Because I don't want to leave it open in case I forget. So that way I remember and set this up again if I need it. It's just an option to set the start and end date if needed. Then we have the rolling dates. So that means that you can set the days to offer appointments availability for the certain number of days into the future. So for example, they cannot make an appointment after 15 days. And this helps me out because that means that I know that I can go on vacation, set up a vacation in 30 days, 40 days. I won't have appointments after the 15 days. So that helps me out with the rolling days. Then I have the vacation and holidays. Then I have the vacation and holidays. I can set up all the days right here. For example, I can make Thanksgiving, Christmas, Easter Day, etc. Add all the dates right here, and those days will be as not available in your booking system. Okay. Then we have the maximum appointments per day. Maybe you don't want to do more than 5 appointments because it's just tiring, it's just too much. You can set the amount of appointments per day. So maybe 5. and it's up to you how many you want to allow. Then we have the minimum scheduling notice. This is super important, so someone cannot book an appointment immediately. That means that, you'll need to be notified of it being available and you'll have time to prepare. So 3 hours might not be enough. You might want to set 24 hours. So you want to be 24 notice in advance, and that's how you're going to set this up, okay? Then we have the advanced options for the appointment setup. Do you want to ask for the name, ask for the email? Yes or no? Just go ahead and turn this off. If not, in this case, I think it's a good idea to ask for the name. So let's go ahead and turn this off. The default time zone, I'm going to set this to New York, which is fine, but they'll see the local time zone. If you want to lock the time zone, so it's just set to the one you set right here, go ahead and lock the time zone. In this case, I'm not going to do that. Then the date format. So if you are in a different country, which has a different date format, just go ahead and select the correct one for your use case. Then we have the start week on Monday or Sunday. In this case, I'm going to set it to Monday, and the time format, 24-hour or AM, PM. It's up to you what you want to set up right here. And we're good to go with the appointment settings. So let's head on out. And then we have the agent prompt. So when is the agent going to prompt someone to book an appointment? Maybe someone asking for the appointment, or maybe when there's an issue going on and you want to prompt them to make an appointment so they interact with an actual human. It's up to you how you want to set this up. In this case, I'm going to use the prompt that they have right here, which is when the user wants to schedule a meeting, add it to Google Calendar. So let's go ahead and add that right here. Here we go. Let's go ahead and save, and we should be ready to go to test this out. So let's go into preview mode right here. Let's talk to our chatbot. Let's kick this off with hello. Here we go. And I'm going to tell that I want to book an appointment. Here we go. Let's go ahead and send this off. So it's going to kick off the appointment system. So let's go ahead and get started. It's asking for a good date and time. So I'm going to say tomorrow, 10 a.m. Okay, let's go ahead and send this off, and it should be compliant if that's available. If not, it's going to ask me for a different time. So here we go. It knows that I don't have that time available, but it's giving me an alternative. So yes, I'm going to confirm, or I can tell that I want a different time. In this case, we're good to go. Let's go ahead and continue. Now it's asking us to provide the full name. So in this case, here we go. So it's asking me for the name separately. So I'm going to send the first name and now the last name. All right, now the email address. So I'm just going to say jotform@test.com. Let's send this off, and we should be good to go. So let's now go into our Google Calendar, and we should have that on the 10th. So let's go ahead and go to the 10th. And here it is, the appointment on Google Calendar for Jotform@test.com. So it's now booked with the Jotform AI agent. So it's really practical to set this up right here. And as you can see, you have several available options to set the appointment just the way you want it. That way, someone is not going to be able to book when you don't want to allow that to happen. So you have all the options available for the intervals, days, vacations, lunch, and much more. So what are you waiting for? Sign up right now and build your Jotform AI agent and connect it to your Google Calendar for your appointment system. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that little bell notification to get notified when new videos come out. And that's a wrap.